going to show you how I attach the handle on the Mili Bag pattern. I will link the pattern down below in the description box for you. But now let's start and see how we attach the handle. So on the fifth round, on round number 5 of the upper part of the Mili Bag, we created chain 1 space on each side of the bag. And now I want to use this chain 1 space to attach the handle to the bag. So first I want to make sure the braid is not twisted. And now with the help of a crochet hook, I want to insert this bundle end through this chain 1 space. So I can do it one by one, take the strands or take small parts of this bundle and insert it under the chain space from back to front, from the back side towards the front side. And you can use a bigger crochet hook if you like. This is the same hook I used for the entire project. Yeah, and now I have it all in the front side of the bag, so you can see. And now on step number 2, I want to divide the bundle into 2 sections. So I have 30 strands in total in my bundle, and now I divided it into 2. So 15 strands here and 15 strands here. And now I want to take these sections back to the back side of the bag, and I want to insert each section under the side stitches right on top of this joining line. So this is a joining line between 2 squares, and right on top of the joining line I want you to see these 2 stitches, and I want to insert this section under this stitch and this section under this stitch. So once again I'm going to use the crochet hook and step by step insert my bundle, each section under each of these stitches. And now I have both sections inserted back to the back side of the work, and this is how it looks from the front side. You can see they go through the side stitches. This section goes through this side, this section goes through this side, this stitch. And this is how it looks from the back side of the work. On step 4, I want to wrap a raffia yarn around this bundle. But first I want to make sure this bundle has enough space to make the way all the way from the knot down to the side stitches. So I don't want to push it too hard. So I want to make sure it lays flat and relaxed. And now I want to take another raffia yarn and make the wrapping knot. And let's see how I make it. So I want to create this kind of loop, and I want to locate it here next to the raffia bundle. And now I want to wrap, I'm a left-handed, so it will be much easier for me to work with my left hand. And also you can see this loop lays with the raffia bundle, and now I want to hold it just like so and take this long yarn end and wrap it around my raffia bundle. I want to start from the upper part, but I want to make sure my raffia has the length it needs to go from here all the way down here. So being careful about that. And now I want to wrap the raffia around the bundle. So I'll go ahead and wrap about an inch long, so 2.5 centimeters, or about an inch long all the way down. So now I wrapped it around the bundle for about an inch long. And next I want to take this loop I made at the beginning and put my yarn into this loop and pull up this yarn end. So this will lock my wrapping knot. This is the wrapping knot. Yeah. And now I have this wrapping knot locked. Yeah, and this is how it looks from the front side. This is how it looks from the back side. On step 5, I want to thread the yarn end on a tapestry needle. So the same raffia yarn I used for the wrapping knot. And now I want to attach the bundle, this section, into the side stitches of the bag, and I want to make sure I hide my stitches so they don't show on the front side. So I'll insert my needle right under the stitches and make sure my needle doesn't show on the right side, so my yarn will not show on the right side. And I do the stitches just like so, wrapping my bundle and attaching it to the side of the bag. I think I'm gonna go a little bit upwards and then a little bit downwards, just to be on the safe side and to get it all attached to the bag, so I can use this bag and trust my handles that they will not break within the use of this Mili bag. So yeah, I'll go a little bit upwards and a little bit downwards until I'm happy. There are not any rules. You will do what you think and use your common sense, but this is the way you attach the handle. And then when you are done, you can weave in the ends. Yeah, and now my handle is attached and I'm happy with the way it looks from both sides. And now I can weave in the yarn end, going a little bit under the wrapping stitches. So yeah, I think this is good enough, but let's go for another section, under another section of this raffia yarn, and hide this yarn end. Yeah. So now I can cut this yarn end And then I can go ahead and weave in this yarn end that was left from the wrapping knot. So I'll go a little bit under the upper section stitches, making sure my stitches are not showing on the right side or are not disturbing my bundle here. So a little bit to this direction and then a little bit back. So now we have both sides of the handle attached to the Mili bag. And last thing we want to do is cut the bundle and trim this end or this kind of fringe, I guess. So yeah, I'll go ahead and cut this bundle and then I can cut the other side. Be careful not to cut your Mili bag now that you finished it. But yeah, this is it. This is how it looks from the inside. And this is how it looks from the front side of the bag. And yeah, this is how I attach the handle on the Mili bag pattern.